What's up, me gangsters? First of all, I want to say that I started a brand new campaign. Don't worry, I didn't delete the old one. I'm pretty much saving that for just PvP videos because I've got all the armor sets except for 2 or 3. I started a new campaign just because I wanted to do a better job. I'm kind of a perfectionist. There's times where I've restarted Skyrim like 10 hours in because I didn't like the decisions that I made previously. I did a really sloppy job on the campaign. I did some irreversible decisions. Had to wait till New Game Plus to do them. I didn't like how I leveled up. There were points I wanted to put into faith and intelligence, which made it really hard later on because you can only level up like once every few hours. You need so many souls to do it. So early on, I'm putting all of my points into like well-rounded stuff. I just look through my weapons, see which ones have X's on them, see which ones that I can't wield effectively, and I change my stats accordingly early on so that I can wield those weapons while I'm able to put a lot of points into leveling up. Also, like I said, I didn't do very many quest lines, didn't follow them, kind of screwed up on my old campaign, and had to wait until New Game Plus, like I said. This time around, I am kicking ass. I'm doing all the quest lines. I'm doing really good. I'm beating a lot of bosses my first try. I've beaten every boss so far, first try without any summon spirits. But right now I'm on Pond of Sullivan and I've died a few times to him. And Rotted Greatwood, I only summon spirits just because that fucking boss fight is so boring. It is the worst experience in Dark Souls 3. It's a horrible boss. Totally horrible. I see why they made it so that you can only get the transpositioning kiln or whatever through him, because otherwise nobody would face him. If he was an optional boss, and I had no incentive to face him other than that, I would never touch him. And there have been New Game Pluses where I just don't touch him anymore because I don't need those weapons. I pretty much don't need the transpositioning, whatever, kiln anyways, because I don't use any of the boss weapons. I just think they have too many, like, specialties, and I just like raw damage. That's how I like to play the game. Big old great axe, no buffs, except for just leveling it up so it does a shit ton of damage. And that's pretty much what I like to do. But, yeah, this is the first time I have ever done the Sirris of the Sunless Realms quest. It's a really unique one because you actually get summoned to her world to fight an enemy of hers. And later on, like you're about to see in a second, you fight that enemy again. He gets revenge on you, I'm assuming. And he just comes to your world to kick your ass. And he does a really good job of kicking my ass. And you'll see in this video, even when I win, I lose against him. And you'll get to see how that happens. But this guy's just absolutely brutal. His weapon is, I wouldn't say overpowered, but it's just super powerful, and it's got a lot of stuff it can do. First of all, it has lightning automatically equipped to it. The weapon does lightning damage without needing to buff it at all. It's got a special ability that's just like a bull rush. As you can see, I'm using the gravestones to just like stop him like a wall and prevent him from kicking my asshole. And but when I use the weapon, it's crazy how many times you can use that special. You buff him once, he takes a I'm about to shit stance, and his hands light on fire, and as long as his hands have that red glow around it, you can just keep using that special over and over and over again. It's absolutely ridiculous. And also, like you've seen here, if you get the first attack off, rarely you're going to be able to dodge in time for the second. I've noticed that every single time without fail, if he gets that first attack off, I'm staggered enough to take, even more damage. Oh, I guess not that time. I rolled out of the way in time. But he's just really fucking brutal. Oh, I forgot I was going to say that I talked about in the last game. Oh, yeah. My playing style, my fighting style, the way I fight every single enemy in the game. Put in a few attacks, roll behind them, try to do critical. If I can't, wait out until, they've spent their load and I can, hit them freely while they're exposed. This guy, I can't roll around him. It's bad. If you're really close to him while he's doing that bull rush and you're trying to roll behind him, he's going to kick your ass. every single time. So this is where I figured out that I have to sidestep and backstep, I guess you would call it, and I've got to roll out of the way backwards, not forwards. So I just kind of have to kite him a little bit, and if I don't do that, I'm just kind of fucked. But this guy heals so fucking much, and when he heals, he gets all of his health back, and it's so depressing. You just can't stop it. And this is, I was at a friend's house. This is when a friend of mine was screaming at me, "Get him! Knock him off! Oh my god!" And as you can see, we were so close, but he rolls out of the way just in time to get out of that little trap. And so pretty much the rest of the game, or the rest of this little battle, I come to the conclusion that I cannot beat this guy regularly. He's a fucking edgelord, as a friend of mine puts it. And he just gains so much health back and loses so little and does so much damage. It's just impossible for me, at least at this level. So my main goal right now is to get him off the edge of the cliff, get him to fall down. I need him to, because like I said, first of all, I have no Estus left. Second of all, I don't know how to fight this guy properly without dying, without getting dead. So I'm just like, "Olay! Come on, come on, come on. Get on over here, bruh." And it ends up working, but not working at the same time. As you can see, I roll off the cliff, and I'm like, "That's it, I'm fucked." And then Dragon Slayer Axe earned, and I beat him. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm glad I get to share some story elements besides just, you know, boss fights and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoy it, like I said, and look forward to the next video. It's going to be a lot of fun.